Okay, let's talk about edit hair. I undock that and put it here. Okay. Select your plane, make it editable, go to the simulation and add a hair. And I want to, let's polygon area. First, we want to talk about cut, paste, and delete guides. First, you have to select which guides do you want to cut or copy. Before that, I Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V and duplicate another plane with the second hair. Because if you want to copy and paste the hair, you have to copy and paste other. Let's copy and paste it from here. Select the hair and let's test what happened. Select guides. I select the mode to the guides. I cut them and then paste guide. You can see just cut and paste in its place. So if you want to cut and paste to other place, you have to do ants holding Control and copy and paste them. To new hair, we need two new hair. You have to select the hair. Select this hair and you can select all of the guides and you can delete guides. So we have empty. From this guide, from this hair guide, I cut the guides and you have to select another hair to another place. You can paste guides. You can see it paste exactly from this place to another place. If your objects are different from the object, it's exactly paste in this place. It does not calculate the mesh and it does not go exactly the shape of that. Exactly in this part, guides paste on it. So they are pasting exactly in this hair that I selected. But if you want to create new, you can see it creating new hair. Paste to the new hair exactly in this place because it does not select anything. Just paste guide is selected. But another issue happen is unrooted. You can see anywhere in hair system you see these guides, they are unrooted, and make sure that you have to render it because in some issues you cannot see them. It's correct. You can see if you play in this issue. If you play, you are in a selection tree. As I said before, you have to select the move tool and exit all of the edit tool, and then simulation will be occur. Nice. So don't forget that. For example, if you need a brush or something, it does not calculate the hair. So you can see they're unrooted. It means it does not connect to plane. In this situation, if you select this plane, first select the guides that you want to set root. Select these guides and select the plane that you want, set root, and apply. And you can see they are setting correctly. They are rendered, move with the plane, but you have to connect the hair to the object that you want. Set root has two settings. Check tips in somewhere. You can bring the spline in Cinema 4D, and you can convert from a spline. You can select the spline and convert. I'll show you. I will show you. Convert to the convert from spline last. It's nice. And maybe in that software 3D Max Maya or other sub packages, maybe the root and the tip of the spline are vice versa, and just check the tips and place the correctly root on the plane. Auto align means, for example, you have for example in a sphere and you want to align it exactly on a sphere, and it's better to check align. Distance limit. Actually, search this distance to create an object and root with that. If the root does not find a place for root in this distance limit, it's become unrooted. We can increase or decrease that. And okay, you can make it real-time update. Okay, it's very easy. Why we need unrooted? Because sometimes we want to move individually our guide. Okay, select. I want to delete them. I select them. Let's happen. I go to regrow. If you want to bring back your object, you can reroute or regrow again if you want. They'll come back. If you want to move this hair individually, you can select it. But first you have to select in a root. Select the root of that. Then on the root, it's disconnected from the plane. And then you can go to the move and you can move individually. But please see, it does not have a gizmo and it's moving anywhere that you want. So the unrooted thing is nice for such things if you want to move the guides individually. So the cut, copy and paste new, delete, you learn them, convert to the spline, select the hair, and then you can convert all of the hair to a spline and you can use in like a spline. It's very simple. Go to selection of the one, you can see you can act like a spline. Nice. And you can delete this hair tag if you want. Nice. So this is our hair. Convert from a spline. For example, I come to this view and exit from that and go to select and create a simple spline here, just one or anything that you want, and you can convert it to convert this spline to hair. It's very simple. Select it and bring it here. You can convert it to the hair. It's very simple. Select your spline, convert from spline, and now it's become a hair. Nice. But you can see why this has this segment, because it's tall and going to, and you can see it's creating new hair just from one spline, creating new hair. If you have a lot of spline, in one spline, it's create all of the spline with one hair object. And increase the number of the segments. You can see if you increase the number of the segments, it matched the exactly hair, but we don't need to such these things. It exactly create a hair for you with new hair. And if you exit of selection, you can see it's dynamic. Nice. And you can see it's unrooted. So let's root that. Okay, for rooting that, I recognize that the link object of these hairs are just this plane. And these hairs are not linked to any plane. You have to first link it. You have to first link it, jump to its position. I forgot to link them because it created a new hair, and I don't know why it's not linking. Oh, okay, but you have to set a link, and it's linked. It's linked, and you don't need to select some. And then you can set root and apply, and done. So don't forget to link this, because it's a new hair and I forget to link it, and it does not. If you unroot the hair and you can see it's set root and apply, it does not set a root for that or connecting to that because the link part of the hair is, for example, my old hair is connected to the plane, and the new, because I converted to the spline, I don't forget to link it to plane that I want to root it, and that's good. Okay, select the hair and, for example, select these guides, and you can split them to two different hair. But you can see in this case the link is also correct, and you can make it separately, or you can connect them. Look at these connected are maintained, and it's creating new hair to connect it, and you can see it's not linked, and just link it again and then select the hair, and because I link it, you don't need to select the plane, and just set root and apply, and done. So the most important thing in the hair, it's in a guides tab, you have to link your object. That's it. Another thing is even segment. For example, I go to the brush, and in this mode you can see we have a segment here. In a brush tool, okay, you can, no, it's just brushing. I mean this brush tool, sorry, this brush selection. I will be explaining it more. If you brush it, you can see because of the hair IK, it's maintain the segment distance between them. But if you turn it off, you can stretch it, and you can see we don't have even spacing. Okay, and if you go to guides and select this guide, and you can even segment, and now we can see it's evening the segment. And then if you go to the point, now you can see the distance between the segment are equal. So this is an even segment. Another thing is set initial set. If you play, you can see it does not play. They're dynamic because you are in edit, one of these edits. You have to select a move tool, and then you can play and it will be created. For example, you want the dynamic begin from this situation, so you can set initial state, and if you come back, it will maintain its position and set initial, and then from this position there will be creating that, acting the dynamic. But if you want to come back, you have to go here and select the hair, and you can reroute or regrow. Okay, another option is hair to guide. You saw before that these are guide, and the hair are creating distribution along this, in between these guides, and you can set it to polygon area. Okay, and if you go to the hair and in your root make it in viewport, you can see we have a hairline, we have lots of hairline, and in hair I make a little number of them, and you can see we have other hair here. If you want to convert this hair again to guides, you can select the hair to guides, and all of that hair again convert to the guides, and the guides can create other hair if you want to double your hair. It's all about this tool, and that's it. It's all about edit tool. Please don't forget to visit our TutorialCells apps channel. In this channel, we are introducing Android application and learn how to use them.